Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Slendy Slag Not Dead. Confirmed Illuminati, I'm not dead. I did not get a sex change. I was not kidnapped and murdered by the Illuminati. I was not strapped in a room and forced to play stupid games and watch stupid videos. I did that on my own time. But I'm back, and hopefully getting back in the swing of the things. Yes, it's pretty clear I'm going to do another explanation video, because you could listen to someone else, but you can also listen to me. Maybe because I have some different things to say. Just maybe. In upcoming plans, I was just thinking I might play more Koopa's Revenge, maybe first one, since you guys really liked it. Since you guys really like the second one, I know the anniversary edition is going to be out by January, and I got this new game on Steam called Vapor, and it is terrifying. I'm probably going to play that. But let's get straight to my little explanation here of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 5. This will tie in a lot to the fourth one, so if you didn't see my explanation of the fourth one, go do that now.
Something's different.
You're right, something is different. The quality sucks. No. I'm so dumb. No, the real difference here is the absence of the red guy. Now, as we all recall, the red guy died in the last video, although I'm pretty sure all of us, me included, thought that he was just going to show up again, that he wasn't really gone. But it would appear that he is. Why? Because he questioned too much? He was the most intelligent of the group. He seemed to know what was going on far ahead of the other puppets, and he paid the price for it. The producers there, they literally cut him out of their little production here. No, I don't want quality.
Something's missing.
If you notice there, the picture of a computer is on the side of the refrigerator. If that helps you understand that this is it's really the fifth video. It's not a pre-sequel. It's not caught Scothan committing mass murder. Now, you'll see here calendar June 19th. You'll see the three of them together, the red guys there. But notice what happens. Suddenly, you'll see the red guy, and this is going to be very symbolic. He's on the outside looking in, showing that he's not gone entirely. He's still there, watching from a safe distance. And you'll see X's are now over the bird's eyes. A little foreshadowing.
Is it this guy?
Fish and chips. Steak and beef. Chicken chow.
Oh,
Grapes
wow.
and eggs.
Mm-mm.
Steak, eggs.
Oh, yeah. Here you'll see, it's some bread jamming out. Get it? Because there's jam. No. The bread is jamming out here to get everyone's attention. Notice who actually really noticed it first. Obviously, the most stupid of the puppets and the most gullible one would be the yellow one. He also appears to perhaps be the youngest of them all.
Are you hungry? You look to be a bit hungry.
No.
Do, 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 do. Lots of people get hungry.
Here you'll find the can of spinach or whatever. I hate this character. He's so dumb, and I thought, what is the significance of him? He's not actually going to be the teacher for this episode. He's more He's more or less a doofy sidekick, and he's just there to kind of get their attention. He's not very smart. He's just doing the doot-doots and talking about how you're hungry. I don't think he can even form a complete sentence.
That's your body. Hungry comes from your body.
Get off me.
But your body, it must have to be healthy.
I love this guy. This is our teacher here, the giant steak. He's really the main focus here, and you can already tell the bird isn't very friendly towards this steak. He seems to be the dominance over the little can there, and he's gonna teach you about how to be healthy. But of course, we're gonna learn he's gonna do the exact opposite. Big surprise.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy to eat all that, you'll end up with your teeth all grey.
You hear that? It's greedy to eat all that. Teeth all gray. Now when I first watched this, I thought he was gonna go towards the whole "you'll be fat if you eat this." I don't know. Maybe because it was a cake, and he said you'll be greedy by eating all that, but no, he says your teeth are gray. And normally I'd take this as a reference to dental hygiene, but teeth don't really turn gray. I mean, they can, but don't you mostly hear about your teeth will rot, like they'll get yellow or black? Not really gray. Gray is kind of a odd choice. Gray is a really bland color. It's not got a whole lot of variety to it. But you can see here, it's already the lesson is not very factual. It's not very true to what it should be talking to you about. It's just kind of making things weird.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 it healthy.
Food is talking.
Oh, here you'll see the yellow puppet is very entertained by this. They're doofy, they're dancing, food is talking, it's really getting his attention. Meanwhile, the bird, much like the red guy, the bird's starting to see things for what they really are, and they're not really teaching anything. They're not as engaging as the computer was to the bird. They're just not very interesting to him.
What? Let's get healthy now.
Oh shit, the phone is ringing. This is very symbolic. I noticed the phone is red, and at the end of the video you'll see this, but the red guy, I believe, that disappeared is actually trying to contact this bird, and he's gonna pull him out of this dreamlike state that he's in, that you'll see. But notice how everything reacts. The steak obviously has a concerned look on his face. They don't want things to interrupt their lesson, especially when they've got everyone intent on focusing on what they're doing, dancing, showing off. And is probably just what the red guy wants him to do. He's waking up and he's seeing the truth behind this sick, twisted show. It's really just a production. You can see the TV behind him is showing what he just did, and the TV in front of him is showing what will happen next. But I don't know why, but for some reason he's going to fall back into the dazed state of being stuck in this show.
What's right from wrong? You see, the body is like a special house with blood, hair, and organs.
Here you'll see the red guy in the window again, just a little thing. He's on the outside looking in. You'll see him quite a bit Actually, yeah.
Organs in the different rooms. Oh look, there's Mr. Bladder in the basement. What? Now food comes in through the chimney, mouth, and goes from room to room, greeting the different organs.
Hello.
Now, the good healthy food is very nice and polite to the organs, and so is invited to stay.
You'll see here the yellow puppet is really intrigued by this whole lesson, but thinks that the stakes dumb jokes are funny and that this quirky little setup is entertaining. The bird is just kind of seeing it as this is weird and this isn't really true at all.
For a party!
Yay!
But the bad, not healthy foods are
Now, you answer me this right now. Are eggs and carrots healthy? Last time I checked, they were. And I don't like carrots or eggs, but I still eat them. They are healthy, but the steak here is saying that they're not. He's saying the bread is healthy, or yes, he's saying the bread is healthy and that these foods are not. And you'll find out why, because yes, bread in the real life sense, bread is healthy for you, but you'll understand later why he chooses the bread over the carrot and the egg.
very rude and must leave through the cat flap.
Rude!
That doesn't make sense.
It may not make sense, but by the logic of the rest of these videos, you gotta shut your mouth before you say something bad. You made a picture of a clown, I'm gonna dump ink on it. Oh, look, you're trying to explain to me that time is a construct of human perception. I'm just gonna interrupt you with loud beeping noises. Oh, you're gonna try to love things that you're not supposed to love? I'm gonna have to stop you there. When they're trying to make sense of things, the teachers will just shut them up because they don't want them to influence the other puppets. They want the puppets to see things the way that they do. And this is nothing new, of course. This is a theme throughout the whole thing. But I'm going to show you that there's quite a bit of symbolism surrounding this whole message of food. And you'll see it right in a second.
Do be healthy.
Once again, the phone rings, interrupting their little song and dance session.
Hello?
What's that? A tasty snack? You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy to eat all that, you'll end up with your gums all grey.
This is basically repeating what it started off as. I don't know why this time he answered the phone, it brought him here. But I'm thinking that eyeball in the spaghetti is representative of the red guy, again, watching the bird, keeping an eye on him, although he's not really able to do much except, make the phone ring and gums all gray. I don't get the whole thing with making you gray. It's just showing that he's really not teaching you anything here.
But something's wrong.
Exactly! How do we know which ones are the healthy foods to eat?
Well, that's easy. The food groups can easily be sorted using the simple health shape.
Now, this simple health shape, does it really look like any health shape that you've ever seen? Gel, curry, and he's not even going to expand upon this. The milk has a cigarette on it, for God's sake. It's not. And then you'll see that can. Now, that can is very symbolic, too. You'll see that can a lot now, and you'll figure out what it is. Ugh.
Choosing normal, plain-looking foods such as bread, cream, white sauce, and aspic.
There, this is the main theme. And this applies to not just the food, but the show. He wants the puppets to eat things that are bland and tasteless. They don't have any flavor to them. There's no variety. stuff. Now you know why he said the bread was the healthier choice. Because yes, bread is good, but bread is like that bland and tasteless cream, white sauce, everything is white, and it's kind of like feeding him the TV. It's as if this show that they're trying to teach, you should watch this show because it's bland and it's tasteless. It's easy for you to swallow, basically, kind of like this aspic here. It's not got a whole lot of variety to it. You don't really have to think too hard to understand as much as you would if you were thinking. If you actually had variety, then you'd start to see things a little differently. But he wants you to stay dumb and wants you to not only believe in what he's teaching, even though it's bland and crap, just like this food. Here's something that's very interesting. If you go here and look up what aspic is a dish in which ingredients are set into gelatin made from meat stock or consommé. Non-savory dishes. There you go. Non-savory dishes made with commercial gelatin or with or without stock. Usually called gelatin salads. It's gross. Look, head cheese. Head cheese is related to that. I don't know why you'd want aspic besides the fact it's easier to swallow. It's gross. It's tasteless. Sure, okay, maybe it's not exactly tasteless, but it's bland. It's non-savory.
Keep the body ticking over just nicely. Isn't that right?
He's saying yes. If you fill your body with this bland crap, it's easy and it'll keep everything going just fine.
I need to go.
Wait!
The bird starts to realize things aren't exactly right and tries to leave, but you're gonna see he always gets interrupted. They want him to stay.
What's this?
Fancy show-offy foods like cooked meat.
The can is in the background here. You'll start to see where this is going. He's going to say the more complex foods with variety, you fill your body with complexity, or it'd be the same if you had a brain that was, constantly thinking, smart. You have variety in your thoughts and in your body, but that's obviously not what he wants. He wants you to stay stupid, stay bland.
Fruit salad, soil foods and yolk.
Ugh!
These foods will clog up the body with unnecessary detail.
That's kind of what he's saying. It's kind of like the show. Keep it simple. We don't need any unnecessary detail. And he's kind of going to demonstrate in a very subtly what happens to people who have all this complexity and detail.
No, look, it's all broken and on the floor.
His attitude towards this is just hilarious. He doesn't really care. He's like, oh no, it's broken. I'm gonna stomp it with my foot.
Everything tastes great, but maybe we should wait before we put it on the plate.
And so the fridge joins in. He's saying, maybe you should wait. Is saying, stick around and let's keep talking about the food. But the bird is he's getting really fed up with this whole lesson. And the yellow puppet's just kind of fed into it. He's being fed crap, basically, by the teachers here. And quite literally, later.
Could be too late.
Alright. You'll see there for a split second. When the camera tips over, you're going to see the red guy. There he is. You can plainly see he's there. So he's been there. Kind of like looking through the window. He's behind the camera. You can't see him, but he's watching. Kind of like how he might be the eyeball. He's watching, but he can't really do a thing. And now the red guy, yeah, kind of just like the red guy, the green bird there has been taken out of the show. He got too smart, questioned too much, so he had to be removed. And kind of like how the producers cut the red guy, you're going to see these giant cans, maybe representing the producers of this children's show.
What's that? A pizza slice? But you're better off with plain white sauce.
That's right. Cheese in the bread may taste so nice, but that's got variety to it. You want to keep things plain and simple. Plain white sauce. That's what you get. You get plain white sauce. But here, it's going to contradict itself.
What's that? Plain white sauce? Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
So basically, remember he said eat the plain white sauce because it's bland, but it doesn't matter because it's going to make your teeth all gray. It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't matter. Just throw it away. Why not try something else?
Something else on your tray, and now they're starting to hint at what's happening behind the scenes. The bird is not in the picture anymore, but he's definitely represented elsewhere. He is represented by this can, which is actually a can of him. You'll see why. That can is basically being alluded to by the refrigerator here, saying, put something else on your tray. And, you'll see why.
What's on your tray?
Oh, what's that? A lovely pie?
But you're gonna end up sad inside.
Oh, he's saying, don't drop, but the pie, that's bad, because you're going to end up sad inside. And it shows the pie opening up, which is a reference to...
Sad inside. You're gonna make me
The producers, or these cans of food, are eviscerating the bird and taking out his organs. I don't know why, but they're just killing him. They took him out of the show, and now they're killing him. And they're going to feed him to his gullible, stupid friend. Is crap.
But everyone has the teeth go grey. Just eat yeast and it'll go away.
So, again, we're still debating here how to get rid of our gray teeth, because everything we eat is going to give us gray teeth. Well, eat yeast. That's okay, right? It'll get rid of it.
But how much have you had today? Too much yeast makes your teeth go grey.
It doesn't matter. Steak is just making no sense. It doesn't matter even if you get rid of the gray teeth. If you eat too much yeast to get rid of the gray teeth, you're gonna get more gray teeth. I mean, the whole idea of teeth being in the little balance beam there is morbid already.
How about some onion paste?
Alright, now, you can see the can is eating him. This is just gross, the whole theme of food, and just the can eating the poor bird's organs. But you're also going to see the other can in the show just said, how about some onion paste? And I swear to God, he says, tastes like blood. I could be wrong, but it really sounds like tastes like blood, what he says next.
Looks like blood. Have a taste. How about some onion paste? Looks like blood. Have a taste.
I always think he said, looks like blood, have a taste. And this is where they're going to start feeding the bird to his friend. I mean, making him taste the blood there, if it is blood. And if that's not enough, the steak actually kind of reassures his statement there by saying that's not onion paste.
That wasn't onion paste. You shouldn't eat food from a stranger's plate.
And that look on his face definitely sounds like, yeah, it was an onion paste. You just had some blood. I could be wrong about that, and he could be just trying to say, don't eat food from a stranger's plate, which is going to be lead into repetition. But I think that the can and that steak there are both in on the whole behind the scenes thing, is they're going to start feeding him blood and organs.
Stranger's plate, a 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 stranger's plate.
And so, stranger's plate, and there's the repetition. It's going to go on. The red guy in kind of that spaghetti, he's still watching everything, I guess trying to warn this yellow puppet. You can see the can in the microwave and the is smoking red, and so is the bird's chest smoking red. So this shows that there's a direct link from the behind the scenes in the show. So the yellow guy is going to be fed that can in the microwave, which is contained all the organs and the innards of his friend here, the bird. Well, that seemed like a good signal as any that the bird is dead. The X is over the eyes. That was the foreshadowing of that picture on the refrigerator.
Stranger's plate.
And here you'll see Stranger's plate mentioned with the steak. I'm not sure why. Obviously, the steak here is representing the teacher there, the steak. But it could also mean perhaps that the Stranger's plate maybe represents, the steak there. That you shouldn't take advice from strangers, maybe, or you really shouldn't be taking advice from us, the teachers, because it's saying don't eat food from a stranger's place and showing the steak. So I'm not sure if that means not to take advice from them. You obviously shouldn't, because they're not giving you the right advice. They're teaching you all the wrong things. So perhaps that's why they kept repeating that. The food's ready. You can see a little blackbird baked in a pie. That's just a horrific image with the mouth sticking out of the pie and everything. But hey, let's have a party now. I'm sure you see in the TV the aftermath of what has happened. The steak is gone. The can is gone. The refrigerator's back to normal. It's even got the picture on the front. And the red guy's still there for some reason. But you can see the yellow guy was fed this crap, and because he's gullible and because he was so drawn in easier and was far stupider than the others, by following along with all of this, they fed him this crap, and they fed him the remains of his friend there, and obviously, did it make him healthy? I don't know, he doesn't look too healthy to me. Seems like they did the exact opposite of what they were trying to get across. You can clearly see here that somewhere in between when the bird was killed and now the yellow guy's been eating him in these cans, and you've seen that can all throughout the video, and I'm pretty sure the giant cans were also representing the bird. Maybe, I mean, the can is eating the bird, putting the bird inside of him, so maybe it's showing. And we did see multiple cans, so it's assumed that they just took all the organs out of the bird and shoved them into these cans, which were fed to his stupid, gullible friend here who followed along with the food, because the talking food and the dancing food, they're just trying to be fancy, grab your attention, and teach him this lesson about how you should be fed bland things, whether they're good for you or not, because the more complex foods are bad for you. You shouldn't have all that extra detail inside. I'm just go back to what he said. I'm not sure what he said. Unnecessary detail, right? About clogging up the body with unnecessary detail. They're just gonna instead feed him literal crap. The red guy is trying to warn his friend there, tried to warn the bird, but obviously it was a failed attempt. And so now he's trying to contact his friend here, but he won't pick up the phone. Right here, I didn't understand until just now. The phone booth is red. That red guy was just in the phone booth, and he was the one making the calls this entire episode. How he was still in the episode and in the phone booth, I really don't know, but it's obvious that he's trying to give a warning. And now 2 of them are down. There's 1 video left in the season. It's pretty obvious here the yellow puppet is all by himself because he was the youngest, he was the stupidest. Obviously, the red one was the oldest and the smartest. He was the first to go. They start picking them off one by one when they start to question the reality of what's going on, and when they start to realize that these lessons aren't teaching them anything, that there's something terribly wrong behind the scenes. I can only assume that the next episode will be a finale of some sorts. I'm expecting the red guy and the green bird to come back. I'm not sure how, if they'll actually come back to help him, or maybe they'll become part of the lesson. Will they be the outsiders looking in? Will they be ghosts? Will they become, like, puppets? I mean, they are puppets, but, like, become so part of the lesson that they can't really do or say anything. Maybe they've become victims so much that they're included in the lesson now. I'm not sure yet. What I mean is kind of like how the notepad and the clock were present during the third one, but just kind of like his background characters. But I have a feeling the red guy there and the green bird are going to be more involved. They perhaps will have a chance to maybe save the yellow puppet there. I don't know. But it can only be assumed that the yellow puppet isn't going to last another episode. Or maybe he will. He's either going to suffer the fate by realizing what's going on, or suffer the fate by being a victim of this crap that they're trying to teach him.